Today I'm going to be talking about Alright, we have a new Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, and the plot for it is pretty much this. Star-Lord, Drax, Rocket, Mantis, and Groot engage in some spirited shenanigans in an all-new original special created for Disney+. Alright, let's get into the good parts of this episode, and the first thing I'm going to say is the comedy chemistry between Dave Bautista and Pom Clementieth. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but pretty much the woman who plays Mantis. I thought that they were pretty good together, and they carried this whole special for me. Most of the special is about these two trying to find Kevin Bacon, and in order for us to really care as an audience for this entire episode, it really leans on these two characters, and I think that both of the actors were pretty good for this. Another good thing that I'll say about this special is that it's actually funny. Same thing with Black Panther 2. Both of these projects have actually been funny and haven't felt like they were forced or that the studios forced them to have a bunch of jokes just for the sake of it. This special felt like when it needed to have jokes, it did, and when it actually needed to take itself seriously and have heartfelt moments, it also had that. Another good thing that I'll say before I get into some of my criticisms is that Kevin Bacon and Chris Pratt were also very good. Once again, they're not really the main characters of this, special, but for what they were given from time to time, I thought that they nailed it, and it shows that, Chris Pratt's still pretty good of an actor, even though I know that a bunch of people do not like him. I actually changed my mind. I have one more thing I'd like to say, and that is the soundtrack. If you've seen Guardians 1 and 2, and if you've listened to those soundtracks, which is pretty much just throwback music, but they're very good throwback music choices. Peacemaker had a bunch of great music, and honestly, this special had a lot of great Christmas soundtracks, or songs, They're not, I think some of them are from, the TV show or special actually made it, but some of them were just classic Christmas songs, and they were all very good. Alright, let's get into some of the criticisms that I have of this special, and honestly, it's pretty few criticisms, but the first thing I'm going to say is that the other Guardians aren't really in this. This is more of like a Drax, Mantis, and a bit of Star-Lord, but everyone else is just kind of on like the sidelines for this one. You don't get much of Rocket in this one. You don't get much of Groot or Nebula. They're not really in this. So if you're looking forward to seeing those characters, they do appear, but not as much as you would like. Also, there's another one that I completely forgot. Gamora is not in this at all. I don't know if Zoe Saldana was too busy filming Avatar during this period of time, or if they just weren't able to get a hold of her. I do know that, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure that there was another version of Gamora at the end of Endgame or something. So I was wondering if they were going to address that in this one, or I guess they're just saving it for the next Guardians movie, which does come out in a couple of months. The last thing that I'll say before I get into my overall score is that this is way too short. I don't know who decided that this needed to be 40 minutes, but it should have been way longer than this, because let's just get this out of the way. The last time that we had like a standalone Guardians project was in 2017. That was a long time ago. That was like 5 years going on 6. And although the Guardians have appeared in I'm pretty sure they appeared in Thor: Love and Thunder, even though that was very brief. They were also in Infinity War and Endgame, but they haven't had their own standalone project in a long time. So the fact that we only get 40 minutes with these characters can be kind of frustrating. Overall, guys, if you like the Guardians of the Galaxy, I think you're going to like this one. Although not all of the crew members are that present in this special, I think that for what they have, I thought it was pretty good. I think if you like the comedy and just the overall Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, I think you're going to have a good time with this one. And if you just like Christmas specials, then you're in the right place. I'm going to go ahead and give this special a 7 out of 10. And before you go, thank you for 100 subscribers. It motivates me to keep going. And I don't like to do videos on like my achievements or anything, but I do thank you guys for watching these videos and subscribing to the content. Anyways, have you guys seen the Guardians of the Galaxy special? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments. And those are my thoughts on that.